Welcome back, everyone. It all comes down to this. You are back at Epic 15. This is the CSGO Grand Final, and it is the final map, the deciding map. We are going to be seeing Overpass, and it's Crossy and Hoss here with you to bring you all of the action.
Yep, as we are seeing a nice round here in who has changed their name. It is Spud, the Spadoodle.
Terrorists win.
Seems kind of appropriate for the team Orper, I guess.
Yeah, the Spadoodle. Like a good old Skadoodle. As Choke wanting to start off on the CT side. Of course, Overpass is CT favoured. Usually it's around that 11-4, 10-5, 9-6 kind of mark. As although Choke are the kind of like T favoured team, they're a strong T side. They want to get that early lead just based off the map dynamics. As they've had some interesting games. They've played Fish 1, 2, 3 twice on this map. They've played some other teams and they just walked into the LAN hall and Fish 1, 2, 3. We're chatting with Kaz before this game about how Choke is setting up and how things are going. Of course, this is the first time these two teams have actually played against each other this entire LAN. They've dodged each other until the final. And they're going to play as Mighty Max and Peggy. That's a 3K for Max himself. Now Ezio going to be rotating upwards. It's just Reason left. Imi is on this side. He's going to go down. But hey, it's Imi. He bottom frags the team win. It's all good. Reason now going to try and do something with this 1v4. I'm not too sure what that something is. He certainly needs to try it as Ezio is just
Counter-terrorists win.
2k for him, 3k for Max. Really nice hold with that P2k and didn't even have to use his 2 flashbangs.
No, they did really well. They just sat back behind the ramp, and at that point, you're only going to have heads to aim at, but if you can click them off, then job done. And that is exactly what happened there on the hold. So good job for Mighty Max starting off strongly, and Choke starting off strongly here on CT side as well. We're going to see a fast push from Kaz. They are thinking about going through the garden, so they're moving at some pace together as a unit. And we're going to try and hit onto a site from there. They've now decided to slow it down just a little bit. Going to hang back and see if they've got any opportunities to make a pick onto the A site.
Yeah, now we're just going to see them hold this. As I just want to check what angle Ezio is playing. Yeah, he's holding this from the site. And this was actually quite a big thing in yesterday's game against Fish 1, 2, 3. They were holding main from like a very aggressive standpoint. They were holding well as Ezio does try and spray with the MP7. Help him out. He'll go down as well though. We have now power on the site by Mighty Max. Just decking the left in bank. And he should go down very short, 12 HP. But as I was saying, yesterday I was watching the rounds of the Choke Fish game from behind Choke perspective. He had Imi there typing away. He's saying about how how his teammates were going a little bit too aggressive in mid. They were holding it too far up. Just play safe, hold it, just get the intel and then play from there. So we won't see too much aggression from the CT side of Choke Gaming. Or at least we shouldn't do. Once again though, it is Kaz on the eco. They didn't get the bomb plant in either of their rounds. It's a lot harder to do so. You really need to smoke if you want to go towards that A side just to go for the cheap bomb plant. Again, fast play up mid. Very passive hold coming out from Choke. You have Ezio yet again just playing a cross. He gets one. He now has a great one fight set up with Imi. Imi does get the tag on the two players. Jason Reason heavily tagged. Reason goes down. Jason does get the bomb down, as I said, using that smoke on the A site. That's going to be the round going over. 3 rounds to 0 as we're going to be approaching a bye round.
It is a super side lockdown from Choke on that A site, and really good stuff. They're sitting back, being passive. They're not getting themselves picked off, which is exactly what you need on a good CT setup. The terrorists have to come onto the bomb site. They have to try and get that plant or hunt you down. It's a very basic thing to say. It's pretty much what the whole mechanic of the game is, but it does ring true, and sometimes you just got to make it simple. You just got to sit back, let them come to you, and hold the right angles. That's exactly what Choke have done so far. First buy versus buy though, so this is going to be interesting. Spadoodle's gone for the AWP, weapon of choice. Let's see if he can unleash any damage without opening up some angles. We've got Imi and SEO pushing up a little more aggressive into the garden. They might have a contact here as Spud's coming through and he's taken down. That's the AWP gone straight away within about 30 seconds of this round. Powell with his AWP takes down T-Sack. Chak that is, sorry, my bad. And already Choke having an advantage, could make this 4-0.
Imi is going to get taken down here, however, but it's the only thing of Imi can die whenever he wants, as long as he doesn't top frag. Mighty Max is going to reface here after getting some damage down onto Declan. He's down to 34 points of health. There's now these 3 players left. We've still got time. Mighty Max just going for the looping nade. That is a smoke from Declan, which I believe his goes towards stairs, and yep, it was Reason's throw that goes towards bank. Going to be fried Reason. Ezio is going to peek out here, Double J to get the one down, just in the nick of time. He was only on 34 HP, only needed to really connect 1 or 2 bullets. As last player is Declan. He's just going to pick up the bomb. As he challenges Ezio, picks up the frag. Now in the 1 versus 2, Ezio would have told his team that he's picked up the bomb, going for the plant. Now going to be walking up. They've got the didn't even go for the plant. Could have probably stuck it, to be fair. It's going to be Choke now, 4 rounds to 0. CAZ on yet another eco here. They could force it if they really want. It's not really worth it. Choke are looking really, really solid right now.
They are, yeah. Maybe a couple of opportunities, but that bomb could have gone down, put another $800 in the bank, and then would have changed things up just a little bit for the team, but they haven't gone for that. And instead we find themselves back on another eco against the Rifles, and a very strong looking Choke defense here. So it's going to be tough for CAZ to work out how they can unstick this going forward. And for Choke, who see themselves as favouring their T-sides, well, this is not a bad way for them to start. It's going to be probably 5 in the bank, as long as they make the weapon advantage pay here. And from that point they can push on, try and keep it tight, and every round that they win is 1 less for CAZ to try and open their account with on this little run that we've got here. So they're stacking up. Going to try a B this time, and last time they went in here it wasn't particularly fruitful, and they have got the Orb Powell there to do some damage. And Powell has got 1 already. Mighty Max spraying through. He ducks back and tries to recover his position. He's going to get flanked now from Declan, and Declan does get the frag, but Powell comes in from behind to help out, and Esio's there as well. That nade's going to do a bit of damage. That should connect to someone, and it does. Chak can take some of that. So we've now got Reason, last man left alive, does get 1 before he's caught. Diffuser's going to come in, and Choke do take that 5-0 lead, but it wasn't comfortable against the Pistols.
Yeah, it really was. That just goes to show you the power of those Tech-9s. Just running and gunning with them is the way to go. Picking up those 3 frags in there. And the bomb plant, of course, is only going to do good things for the CAZ economy. You can see now, Spadoodle, does he want the AWP? Yes, he does. Just hope he doesn't get picked off the same way he did last time up against the duo of Imi and Ezio down long. Or Imio, if you will.
There's Imi with the first frag down in the lower area. Spadoodle with the AWP though does get a frag on Powell's side. That's the Choke AWP down. Reason with the frag as well, taking down Imi. So CAZ have a advantage of 1 man here on the next buy versus buy. Reason going to try and work out onto B whether his player on the side is bedded in there. Chak needs to get himself on the scoreboard. Might have his opportunity now. He does take the opportunity. It takes down Peggy on the side, trying to hold it. 2 more players there. Mighty Max and Ezio take a target each, and they come out on top with both frags. 2v2, 50 seconds left to go.
Spuds now turning it into a 1 versus 1. 40 seconds left. Is going to get the bomb plant. Ezio now.
Bomb has been planted.
Molly up and over it. Limits Spadoodle's movement. The smoke should allow Ezio time to get across here. He spots exactly where Spadoodle is. He's going to just put a grenade on in there. Does about 50 points. This now puts me in 1 shot. Headshot range. He connects the shots to the body. And that's going to be Ezio clutching that round. Well, that's 6 rounds to 0 now.
Sure is. And Choke on a roll here, so that's the buy v buy. CAZ took the numerical advantage to begin with, but they couldn't hammer that one home, and they are now going to be stuck. Oh, they can still put a buy together. I think they've lost the amount of rounds in a row that they should be able to keep on buying until they do manage to pick up a win. But the way things are going, Choke looking extremely solid for the first 5 rounds, and on that one they showed that they can retake as well. So it's going to be a tough ask for CAZ to get anything out of this game so far.
just spamming away, trying to find something. They have got some damage on the power. There it is, reason find that shot. Doesn't get punished. Ezio with a 1-2. Into Spadoodle as well. Big frags from him. Puts his team numerically in the lead here.
And on the walk round, Declan got the opportunity to maybe grab the AWP, decides against it, and Peggy takes down Chak, who's trying to work on the other side on B. Very quickly cut down though, so it leaves Yesio got the chance for a collateral, but doesn't make it. He's taken down, but he will have called that both players are over on the A site, and the rotate is coming in en masse now to try and get there. Bomb does get planted on the site, so Imi going to try and work from the alley here. Might have an angle straight away. Declan's getting tagged from somewhere. He doesn't quite know why, and he doesn't have the time to switch to Imi. And he had players all around him, so he knew he was in some serious trouble there. Jacob, last man standing, up on the short, spams through, and his position will be known. Imat's going on the chase and does get the frag, so that is going to be 7 straight. If they can get this defuse in, he's got a kit, he's got the time. 7-0.
Really strong from Choke. I said when I spoke to him during the break, he just said they know exactly how we play now. We've just got to play basic. We're not going to do anything special. We're just going to play very standard. Might not incorporate some of our strats, just, you know, hang back. That's exactly what we've seen. We haven't really seen too much aggression from them. I think the only aggression really that comes to mind is the Ezio and Imi push down long, where they got the 2 frags dropping the AWP, and then Imi peeking down into lower, picking off in the position that Reason's in now. It's been very standard, very safe, and they're just playing their game, and it's been working. 7 rounds to 0. Spadoodle once again with that AWP. Let's see what work he can get done. It's going to be an A-long push here with the AKs. Spadoodle is alongside them, keeping his distance. Is that a cheeky boost coming out from Imi and Co? It is. That is a very nice boost.
And it nearly ran through and produced a frag, but Declan manages to survive with his life just about, and this has worked out okay, but Powell evens it back up to a 3-all. Spadoodle walking down, possibly got a shot on the AWP, but that's Powell, and he does go down. So 50 seconds left to go. Choke 2v3. Where's the bomb going to go?
It's going to go towards this A bomb site. Spadoodle gets yet another frag in there. Just max left, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, if you want someone to clutch this, you want it to be Max. He got a 3k in that pistol round. He's looking for another one now, just tucking on in. Here's the bomb go down. Gets the headshot, stops the plant. Now they know exactly where he is, and Chak is coming up behind him. It should be a very good strike. There it is, completely blind. Now going to be the first round for CAZ, but that could be a curse, or it could be a blessing, because if Choke win this one, which they're qualifying for, then they reset CAZ's economy.
They did. CAZ been enjoying the loss bonus and have been racking up money. Had enough to keep on buying, even though the wins were not coming. If they get that reset here, then it's not going to be the best situation for them. And it's been a good hold from Choke all in all, so you would expect that they might at least be able to put in a half-decent fight here, even though they've got 2 pistols underway. So maybe just try and avoid exposing those 2 players. Don't want to get anyone picked off. Don't want to open up any holes.
We actually have the 2 pistols as well. They're going to need to play really up close and personal here, I feel. Like Peggy's doing here on the lower B bomb site with his P250. Imi kind of doing the same, but the 5.7 of course a little bit stronger at range and more accurate. 20 bullets gives you a good amount to spam on through. He's going to be flashing across towards that A site. 50 seconds left now on the clock. They really need to make a move. It looks like they will be favouring this A site. It's kind of been a bit of a B-stack with 3 players down there. Peggy playing up close, could potentially peek Chak here and get the frag, but of course you have to favour the AK in that situation.
You do. Ezio with a nade. Just trying to protect. Spadoodle possibly had a shot there and possibly had a second go, but he doesn't crack off the AWP just yet. Doesn't commit yet, but the team are going to commit now as they make their way in. Declan nearly had a chance, but he steps onto the side. Declan had 1 frag before he's taken out, so 3v3. Two of the pistols are left, but one of them gets a frag. That's Imi round at the truck, just trying to be a nuisance before he steps down and he's caught and Spud with the nice little frag there. Chak, last man to try and find coming in from this mid area. That's Peggy. He's got assistance now. Timer ticks down.
But they went around because the plant didn't come in from CAZ eSports. That's what happens when you leave it too late. Choke now, 8 rounds to 1. The best thing they could do is save those weapons. That's exactly what they did. And now it is going to be another eco round coming out for CAZ eSports. It's going to be pretty tough. They've got that AWP still on Spadoodle, the AK on Chak. Not lining up any nades with it either though. They are going to send 2 players towards B. Just lurking around there, the bomb plus 2 others over towards A. It's actually the 2 with weapons over towards this B site. Who'll probably be, yeah, there it is, making a lot of noise with that AK. Showing the presence there.
That leaves the rest of the team to make their way over towards A, where Chak is also now edging back to, but Imi comes out on top, taking down Spadoodle. Comes for the push behind, and Chak does even him out. And interesting aggressive play from Imi, trying to get in, try and mix things up. And you've got to do that sometimes on CT. You can't just sit on the side all the time. Well, you can if you're holding it properly and using your counter flashes, counter smokes, etc. You could just sit there all day and hold, but sometimes it helps just to keep the other team honest. Don't let them just sit around and wait for as long as they like before they hit a site. And speaking of time, we've got about 30 seconds left to go before this round is over. We had CAZ leaving it to the last second and missed it last time, and they're going to have the same problem. I think they might.
Just 20 seconds left. They are able to get 1 frag as Declan moving in. He will be able to get the bomb plant here with about 15 seconds left. There it is. Giving us 35 seconds more in this round for CAZ to try and defend this one. 3v3, this is doable. Declan holding around. We saw Jacob go very huge earlier on train with that AWP. He's going to miss that shot there. And of course, with no armor, Faster, that's absolutely ripped through you. And now Chak, last man standing. He's going to get 2. Now making a lot of noise side by side. Chak with the 3k to secure it, 4k in total. Did punish him last round and not let him save that AK.
Yeah, they really did. Bit of a mistake from Choke there on the site. And 2 of them pretty much standing over the bomb. One almost trying to be a human shield. Maybe if that second player had gone in on the flank and they'd caught Chak in there, it would have been enough to defend that defuse and let that happen, and he wouldn't have been able to pick up all 3. But still holding 8 rounds, 8 round advantage. Choke forced into the pistol, upgraded pistols all around, while CAZ got themselves rifles back in. But we could have the same thing again. They might have their money reset here if Choke can somehow manage to cobble something together, and there might be a chance Powell hasn't flashed off as Declan comes through, and he's got 2 frags. So they are going to work possibly on this area. Declan, he's got 3 before he's finally caught by SEO.
Yeah, as it is, Ezio and Mighty Max last 2 standing at Choke. Makes that just 1 as it is Ezio with his 5.7. And will spot out 1 player here, picks himself up an AK, reloading it because it only had 2 bullets in. This is doable. There was a player there, but it was Chak, and we all know he's got pretty good aim. 8 rounds to 3. CAZ slowly mounting a comeback as Choke are on this double eco. 1 more round for them before they can really do anything.
Yeah, and CAZ going from the point of where we weren't sure where they were going to find their rounds from, and now maybe 1, 2 more rounds away from the point where they're going to be fairly happy with their performance. Of course, they'd like to get 6+, but it might be a tough ask now. They'd have to pick up all the rounds left aside from 1 in order for that to happen. But Chak comes out on top with the open pick on Imi, and Reason with a kill on Yesio as well. Powell does manage to fire back, taking down Chak for Choke. They're still a man short. 8-3, got fast push into A now. No one there from the CTs, but they are trying to make their way back. This is a fast rotating map, and Declan is going to get that plant down as the CT players make their way in and try and help out. Nice shot from Declan though from the bin.
Yeah, really nice indeed. But Powell does have an 8 could have got some damage done, forced a few rebuys, but looks like this is is going to be going to 8-4. Peggy could potentially try and save this AK-47 here. The hardcore parkour coming in. Finds the frag as well. 8 rounds to 4. As Choke Gaming going to be buying up again here. Pow going for the aggressive style of AWP. No armor. Going to have to play it rather safe.
And so Choke still not quite as flush on the money as they'd like to be. Powell going to try and get a little more aggressive here, looking towards playground with his AWP. Hasn't got anything to aim at just yet though. We're going to see things lock back down and Choke. I'm seeing any attacks into the B site. I think CAZ have learnt their lesson there. Powell might have some action. And it's Jacob hopping in, taking down Imi instead. Wasn't really expecting that. Not sure what knowledge he had. Just hopped around the corner and was able to pick up a kill. So nice work from CAZ, and they've got the numbers in their favour again with about a minute left to play. And this 13th round nearly coming to the second half here. CAZ want to get as many rounds on the board as they can. 8-7 still a possibility, especially with the advantage they've got here. Choke still tight on money. They won't be able to buy if they lose this one. SEO got a chance though and does take Jacob. Can't believe his luck that he's had a kill quite as easy as that. 4 players left and just sort of 30 seconds left. They need to make a move.
Yeah, as he actually waited there before he pulled the trigger onto Jacob, because in case anyone else was in stairs and showed themselves as well, making it an easy 1-2. Same as Chak there. Waited to see if anyone else showed them, pulled the trigger, got the one coming, got another one coming in. Now he's 4 versus 2.
And so not long left on the time though. They've got a bomb to the site as quick as they can, and they are going to get this plant down. And 2 Choke players maybe going to decide to hold, save these weapons. I think that is the route they're going for. They're both miles away from the site, wouldn't have the time to try and make a suitable retake, so they are going to save.
Indeed they are. There's not really too much they can do though. The bomb's going to be ticked off. 4 players left is very tough. Powell, of course, can actually buy armor as well next round, which is another reason for saving this AWP here rather than having to go for it. He doesn't have the armor. 1 tap to the body is going to put him very, very low. Is he? Yeah. He's gonna go through to the next round. They should, in theory, force this. Yeah, Ezio dropped a FAMAS for a teammate. Gonna see the 5-7, the FAMAS buy from Peggy. Powell going for the full nade and the armor as well. And I really think they need to get to the 10 round mark here. They need to win the last 2. Their momentum has just suddenly been stopped.
Yeah, more important than ever. And the way the money was looking, they've scraped this together. They're probably going to struggle to put a full buy together for the final round if they end up dropping this one. So they will still take the half. It will go in their favour, but it depends on how much buy-in. 8-7 would be a really good outcome for CAZ as they make the opening pick. That's Powell and the AWP and the armour that he splashed out on Gon. Imulo doing some good work in the garden with some help, and it's Ezio making use of the FAMAS. Yeah, really good nade. And Ezio had to pull out the pistol to finish it off, but he did. And Choke, after losing the early pick, now look like they have the advantage. 4v2, about a minute left to go.
Yeah, that nade from Ezio did about 65-70 damage there. That was a nade from downtown. As is Reason and Chak, last 2 standing. What can they do? Ezio is very low, 2 HP. Shots do rattle off, but nothing connects there. Imi has salvaged Powell's AWP. The bomb is down. They need to somehow make their way onto a site, and for the time being, it looks like they're not in a rush. They really should be. They do smoke off long. It's going to allow them to pick up the bomb. 20 seconds. I don't think that's enough time to get here. The amount of resistance that they have on this A site. Yes, you have Ezio there on 2 HP, but you have to get past Imi. Just wasting more time. 11 seconds left to drop the bomb, and that's going to be the round. Gets the no-scope to finish things off. 9 rounds to 6, and they need to convert this final one as well.
They do. So Choke avoided that pretty ropey financial situation, and they've now got enough to buy what they like. Full complement to nades going in. 1 upgraded rifle to an M4 as well. For this final one, going to try and take it 10-5. Be nice for them to get their momentum back after losing quite a few on the bounce to CAZ. who looked like they were in trouble during the early stages of this final map. And they pulled it back now. All comes down to this one, 10-5 on 9-6.
They're going to make their way up long again here. Ezio is going to peek, spots out 2 players. Powell's there getting the frag. Ezio flicks to Reason. He's going to go down. And now Declan will get the trade onto Powell. That's the big order down. We know that Powell is the big threat. He's currently second to the top 12 frags. Ezio head and shoulders above everyone else on 17. He adds to that tally by getting number 18. Imi's there getting 1. Getting 2. That's the half. 10-5. I think that's a solid half from Choke.
Yeah, got to be happy with that. If anything, they might be a bit disappointed by some of those rounds they lost in the middle. But getting 10 on the board, they've got to be happy with that, especially since they are arguably a T-sided team. So let's see what they've got now. Can they dominate through, win this pistol, take it to 13-5, and then look to close out the match? I think that's got to be their goal.
Yes. We know that Choker, by trade, are stronger T-side than they are CT. But then the map came into play there as well, being the fact that that map is evidently CT side, and they're just going to go straight for a replay here. Declan not able to connect anything. Mighty Max actually gets one. Trying to make a repeat of his CT pistol round with 3K starting things off the frag on to Declan. The Doodle from yet to go down. Really nice CZ work from him. 2 versus 4. Max coming in, gets one, not able to flick. And now it is all on Ezio, 1 versus 3. Was one there, looks towards short. Absolutely surrounded. Flashbang goes in from Jacob. It doesn't actually affect Ezio there.
And maybe he's got time to try and drop out, maybe sneak in underneath. I think he's in some real trouble here. He's got players in all directions. He probably knows where everyone is, or has a rough idea, but to try and make the frags without getting picked up, and he's now going to try and walk around the back and make his way towards A. Quite a long route round. He's going to have to get on it pretty quickly, and decides no, he's going to try and go back to B. He hasn't got the time to play with. He's got 2 players to his left, and this could be a dangerous position. He gets Jacob, tags him, does finish off the kill, but he's got a second player, and he does make that one. Huge. Now he's got time to get that plant down, and it's all down to Reason against Ezio. Ezio might have to reload. That flash is going to save him. No, it's not. Not quite.
It was pretty rough, that. Unfortunate. Very nice one too, though, on short though. Getting those 2 frags there works out very nicely indeed. But they got the bomb down, and in situations where they've got the bomb down before and they've had the lead, we've actually seen them buy up here on their second round. As Ezio, did I just see an AK get dropped?
Might well have been.
I did. I saw 2 AKs get dropped. They are going ham, so I really like that play. Ezio and Max dropped the 2 AKs to Powell and Peggy, who bought up armor themselves, and this could take CAZ by surprise. This is something they haven't shown all LAN.
Yeah, saving the best till last. Not a bad plan. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Can they make use those rifles and get the extra picks? I guess the trouble is they have got 5 rifles that they've got to deal with. Well, 4 actually, if you discount Jacob's MP7. He's going to try and get in close with that, and you might favour him in a close quarters battle compared to Tech 9s or AKs. It's Spud taking down Powell. That's one of the AKs gone. Ezio grabs that back up, having dropped it now. It's got Imi barreling onto the site with his team in tow. Chance for Imi, he's got one. Mighty Max has got one. Peggy's got one as well, and this bomb plant is going to go down 3v2.
Bomb has been planted.
And they still have one of the AKs plus an M4. Jacob here with the MP7. Yes, at close range it will do work, but not against Imi or Peggy because they are, of course, armoured up. Will absolutely melt through Max, but look at this plant. It is planted perfectly for them. No matter how much they try and get on here, yeah, the smoke had to from Jacob there. As Max needs to peek this. He knows he won't have a kit. Has to peek. He has to. Oh, didn't get it in time. So harsh, because that round was theirs.
Yeah, big mistake there. Maybe should have stepped a little bit earlier. I guess you got to worry about the fake possibly coming in and having a rifle trained on your face. But
it was the fact that Jacob was sticking it and Declan was running around. Or the other way around. One of them was on the defuse, the other one was making a lot of noise running around, which is what fooled Max there. That was really hard to watch. Especially with X-ray on the radar, knowing exactly what's going on. This time though, it's kind of a similar round to last time. Declan only on a P90. Similar buy from both teams. Of course, Peggy and Max have those which they took on through.
Declan with the P90 could do some serious damage here to Imi, I think it is, who's potentially thinking of going through that way, and we are going to see a push now. Chak does manage to get a kill before he smoked out. Declan with a frag, Choke with two, they find straight back, and it's Powell on the site doing some damage now. Chance to get that bomb down. Numbers in their favour. Two players from CAZ making their way into the site, coming in from upper, and they try for the boost, but Spadoodle is taken down straight away, so it's going to be choked round by the looks of it, unless Reason can make something happen, trying to use the cover, trying to spam in behind the cover, and he does. Nice work.
Yeah, he is now 1 versus 2, gets tagged up. Turns it now into a 1 versus 1. Spots out Max, switches to his USP. Can't really make anything happen, and Twitch chat just caught up with the defuse coming in from the previous round. Just slow, and then everyone just spamming, laughing. But yeah, that's the way that Choke wanted to come back into that. After making that initial mistake on the previous round with the defuse mix-up, coming in, winning that one now. 11-7 puts CAZ on to the eco. Choke can get some money going on here. Get some momentum. 5 rounds away from Epic LAN champions.
Out the cannon, Max has already got 5k saved up in the bank, ready to go, so that's going to be a big help going forward, so they should be able to cobble something proper together with that. Just want to keep on winning around now as Reason comes in, tries to get aggressive, and he's going to get taken out by Powell, but it's a good push down long, trying to upset the rhythm, make sure that Choke don't get too settled, and that was a good trade. It's opened up a spot though, potentially over at A, and CAZ might want to rethink about how they're going to set up, go to a site. A minute left to play, so still time for this thing to develop. No real commitment from Choke yet, but it looks like they are going to make a move onto A. Possibility of the B players rotating off, coming in from behind them. Imi's coming in. Going to try and make sure it doesn't happen. Throw some misdirection.
Yeah, Spud actually taking a silence off of his USP here. Turning things now into the 3 versus 4 as the bomb is going to get planted here towards a bomb site. Mighty Max just looking around. Ezio is going to find 1 frag now, and they're just going to sit in these default positions here. There is actually a boost coming out from Spud as well. There's no real way that CAZ can do too much here, as it looks like we have hit another pause. So right now, as what you can expect is Spud dies, Chak probably dies from a peek from Pow, and then whoever's left also dies.
Yeah, I think you could be right on that one. Just have to wait this out and see what happens. Hopefully it's not too much of a delayed pause. Maybe the water got spilt on Jaken's PC's finally got into the workings.
Maybe, you never know. You never know. But, yeah, this is looking very, very strong. So, let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. CT side, they get 1.9k for losing this, which will put Jacob on 3.1, Chak on 3.7, Spot on 3.6, Declan on 3.6, Reason on 4.2. So it's enough to go for a FAMAS buy, and I really think they're in a position where they're going to have to start forcing as much as they can, because they can't let too many more rounds just slip out of their way.
No, not at all. Not enough to play with here, and with things going as they are, Choke, if they do end up dropping this one, they've still got the cash together to be able to put a buy in. With Max, and here we go, we are back. Powell with the kill, STO with the frag on Chak, leaving Declan last man alive, 4 HP. And he's going to have to get out of there. So prediction pretty much.
Almost right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 HP the difference from being right and wrong there. As the bomb does go off. 11 rounds, or 12 rounds to 7 now. And do CAZ force? I feel like they have to. But no, they're going to go pistol. CZ on Jacob. He bought before anyone else.
One scout up in the hands of Reason. I guess what they're thinking is that they'll make sure they've got enough to put a full buy together next time around and just try and win it from 13-7. That's if they can't pull off something special here, which is always going to be the hope. Imi going to walk in. Try and make a pick early on in B and has a head to aim at and does find that aim. And it's Chak that goes down. Reason making good use of the scout over at the other site there, grabbing Peggy. So we are back to a 4 versus 4. No opportunities at the moment for Reason to go out and get that gun, but that's worked for Jacob. C comes in from behind, and we've got 2 players now coming to make sure that doesn't happen, and Powell shuts down any attempts from Jacob. They decide that that's loosened up the B site, and that's why they want to hit. Mighty Max coming through to help out as we are underway. Nice work from SEO with the pick, the entry into the site, and that's the second on Spud. So it's now going to be a 1 versus 3. The scout of Reason who goes down. Great nade with a bit of an assist from Powell. 13-7.
Yep, as it looks like Declan's PC decided to turn off, which is why we saw the pause come in. But 13-7, as we said, CAZ now have to buy every single round, I think. If they lose this, you have to buy, because then that's 14-7.
They will. Not going to be playing for the overtime now.
No, that could have potentially been one of their mistakes When did they play for the overtime? I feel like that was a while ago. I think it was Inferno. It was the first map on Inferno.
First map, yeah.
Where they could have forced at the 14 rounds, but instead just went for CZs and P250s, giving themselves no room at all. And then Choke just won that one. So we've had a 16-9 on Inferno in favour of Choke, 16-6 on Treen in favour of CAZ, 16-9 again in favour of Choke on Mirage. Could we see another 16-9 here? It's certainly an option.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be the way it goes, but it could also be that Choke just blitz this one through 16-7 and try and get it done that way. It's all going to depend on this 21st round as to how the buy comes in from CAZ. If they don't make it, then they're going to put themselves in some serious trouble and be difficult for them to dig themselves out from here. So just waiting for this pause to go through. You're on board with Crossy and Hoss at epic.FIFTEEN. This is the CSGO Grand Final, the culmination of a very long weekend. All the games in the group stages and the elimination in a best-of-3 format. This one a weighted best-of-5 with CAZ blitzing their way through. I think we pretty much worked out earlier that they hadn't dropped a map all tournament. And,
yeah.
What a transformation it's been now it comes to the final. We're seeing the final map, the 4th one.
Yeah, and I actually think we are the last tournament going on here. I know League of Legends, FM won that final 3-0, I think it was. It might have been 3-1. Hearthstone did get completed. There was an upset in the StarCraft tournament as well. FM Boombox, one of the favourites who's on the cusp of WCS, lost to StarCraft to improve AC in a 5-match thriller there. Much like we have a 5-match thriller here as we await Declan's return. Obviously he needs to get himself a new SSD because his boot time just simply isn't quick enough.
No, it isn't, but here we go. He's back in. So, let's get us underway. We should be doing that any second now. Going to be 21st round. Choke 13-7. CAZ going to be going for the bye.
Yep, as match still paused, Declan is definitely in the game, swinging his pistol around. And there we go, we're starting to see some people buy up. It is going to be the full buy here, M4 for everyone. Spadoodle says, ready when you are, boys. Power replies with 2 ticks. And something to note as well, we have a upcoming County Cup produced by UK CSGO, Blanks running that one, and Wales are just entering one team, and 4 out of 10 of these players in the final are actually playing for Team Wales.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have Ezio, Pal, Peggy and Spuds Choke are actually a Welsh team. Welsh majority.
Ah, got it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So they are essentially Team Wales, and if this is anything to go by, then Wales could be the best region or county, whatever you want to call it, in the UK. That's kind of a scary thought.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed. Bit of a trek for those boys back tonight as well, if that's their plan.
Yeah, Ezio, I know, lives in Carnarvon as well, which is northwest as far as you can get without going onto the island of Anglesey.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah, that's a trek.
It is indeed a trek.
I used to have a Welsh ex years ago, and she was in the same sort of way. And Wales is weird. You just get the south, and then you get fields and sheep, and then you've got the north.
Yeah, it's not a stereotype. There are literally sheep everywhere. If you want to go north to south, you got to get past all of those sheep. But 13-7 is the score. Choke Gaming. Don't want to be too sheepish here.
Wait.
Yeah. Spadoodle doesn't want to be either as he misses his shot. Reason gonna now get flashed up as Max having to peek this one. Gets the headshot for Reason. Trying to peek onto Spuds there as well. Does have somewhat of a decent cover. Declan with his M4. Just making some noise over towards B. As Ezio trying to make his way. They could, of course, rotate down through steps here. We actually haven't seen too many B rotates. Most of the dedication has been towards A. Definitely going to flash himself out here, but there is no one to peek.
With 45 seconds left to go. Choke's still working out where they want to go. Imi can do some damage. He does exactly that, stepping through lower B, and that's going to cause some problems. They try and throw some nades in to slow down his progress, but he is just a decoy as he takes down another, and Spadoodle over at the other site where the action is really taking place with the bomb. And that's Peggy who's now falling out. Going to try and get to B. Spud doing a great job with his AWP. Forcing the rotate to the other side. Chak might have a chance to take down Imi, and he does get the angle. So this is going to be really tough. Both players are standing there waiting. Peggy's got the one. Can he get the second? He's got mere seconds to get that bomb planted. Spud's already got 2 frags, going for the third. Drops the AWP and goes for the rifle instead. This is tense, and Peggy's fallen out of there. Oh, how's Spud going to play this? Is he going to hunt for the frag? Is he going to throw on the fake? He stepped, and Peggy manages to miss the shot. They're both down to about half HP. Spud on the fake. Peggy knows it's a fake. He spots out, but it is Spud coming out on top of that little duel. And it's going to be 13-8.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists
Indeed,
win.
and now T-side economy. We all know how that gets ramped up so easily. But if Choke win this, it does go on to an eco. And then essentially they get a free match point. Because of just how it works. They need to convert this one. We have Declan only on a P90 here. That's going to hurt him somewhat. As we have the full AK setup of Choke Gaming.
Yeah, not ideal. Choke looking much more solid with their full buy. And it's Imi straight off the bat with the opening pick. And they're going into B, and they're going fast. Powell with a frag. So it's now their chance to get in and reset the CAZ money, which is already looking a little bit sparse. But Chak up top, able to take down Imi, and he takes SCO down to low HP as well. Reason trying to make his way into the site and stop the plant from going in. And Reason is able to get Powell at 3 players each side. Now went for Mighty Max, Mighty Max.
Oh wow. Chak was actually on Max's head there in the smoke. Didn't realise. It's now 14-8, and this is what I said. Look at that economy. They have to save here. They have to get that 1.9k in. Just throw this round away. There's nothing they can really do. 1.9k will give them 3.3k, and even that's going to be a low FAMAS buy as we go into the last round of the half. Choke. 14 rounds to 8. 2 rounds away from becoming Epic LAN champions and taking home first place here in Kettering, UK. Declan showing some aggression, not going to be able to find anything. Back down. Spadoodle will get dropped by the onslaught of oncoming T's. Reason going to be jumping off the scout. Missing that shot. Doesn't needs to jump again, gets the tag onto Max, and that's the frag. However, now smokes off, has to... Is there a gap for him to jump over? No, but there's a gap for him to spot through. Next up, one player gets taken down. Chat got taken down by the nade as well, as it now all rests on Declan, who could potentially get one here. He'll get taken down. Now it is championship point. Get ready on map and match points. This is championship point. Choke Gaming, 15-8.
It sure is, and looking at what they can do, well, they can't even get a full buy for it. They're doing the best they can, but all they have is a FAMAS. Most of them have got armour in place. They've all got armour in place. Absolutely head armour, not a massive thing if the AKs are on point, going for the head, and they're going fast and aggressive into this B. Are they ready for it, Kaz? I don't think they are, as Chaklo comes out on top with the first frag on him. Declan has got the chance to make the frag, but he misses the shot, and it's Mighty Max with the frag there, but it's Chak with 2 trying to put up a fight. He goes down now to SEO, and it's now going to be 3v3, possibly the final round here.
Yeah, the plant needs to come in, and Ezio will try and do this. Goes for the quick fake, switches out to his AK, pulls the bomb out yet again. Jacob is going to come round, spots him out, he's down to 41 HP. He's going to come on in, however. 14 HP, that nade is big. Takes out Jacob, puts Spadoodle on very low HP. Ezio now going for the safer play of smoking it out after picking up Spud. He's going to go for the plant here. It is all on him. There it is. Peggy drops Reason. GG, well played are out. Choke Gaming are your Epic 15 champions, taking home first place, £850 and free tickets to the next event to defend their crown.
Yeah, really good stuff from Choke. Just look, the more solid team all in all going through that tournament, despite dropping the first map, and yeah, just a really well drilled organisation. They came in and said blatantly that they are a T side specialist, but from what we've seen, their CT side has also been extremely solid. So good stuff from them going forwards, and Choke have earned themselves the championship. So congratulations, guys. Really well played, and what a stunning final we've witnessed here.
Yeah, definitely so. A full 4 maps, essentially 5 with the initial weightedness, but really, really great stuff. 16-8 is the final score there on Overpass to Choke Gaming, and that is going to be it for us this weekend. It's been a blast. 4 days here at LAN, 3 days of casting. And of course, we couldn't have done it without Epic LAN, guys. You need to go give them some love on Twitter at Epic LAN. Show them how much you appreciate this content, the tournament, and maybe pop down in October, I believe, is the next event, and maybe come and compete yourself.
Yeah, sounds good. And again, just to echo that, many thanks to Epic LAN for having us both here and for putting on a really good tournament. With all these things, there's always the odd delay here and there, but for the most part, it was a very smoothly run event. So congratulations, guys, and what a final we got out of it here in CSGO. So thank you very much, and congratulations to Choke. Unlucky to CAZ eSports, but really well played, well fought.
Yeah, definitely so, guys. And we're just going to do some quick plugs here as well. If you have enjoyed the content, go follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Hosselot, HOSSELOTE, twitch.tv/ESL_Hoss for Heroes of the Storm and CSGO content. Crossy, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at mcrossy12. I am on Twitch TV, don't use it very often though, under Eclipse Esports TV, which is a bit of a mouthful, and there's also a link to my YouTube which you can find through Twitter. So follow me on there, and I will keep you up to date with anything I'm getting up to.
Yep, and that is going to be it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, all 8,178 of you at this moment in time. Thanks for being with us. It's been a blast. We'll see you next event.
Catch you next time.